So that's the first and most important part. Make your time frame. Now we're going to move on to the next step, which is make your calendar. All right. So you quite literally want to schedule out every day of studying. All right. So let's say you have your calendar, you just make it up, mark it down. You say, okay, I want to take, let's say, a practice test in the beginning, middle, and towards the end. And let's say you've got your break days on your calendar already. And then you've taken out the first couple days or the last couple days before your final test. So, and make this around whatever calendar you have and say, all right, so these are the days that I actually have to do these 3 sessions per day. All right. So now we've made our calendar. All right. Next, what do we put into the calendar? All right. How do we decide what we're studying? Right. So again, this all depends on what kind of test you're taking. For something like step 1 and step 2, there's actually specific topics that they tell you they're gonna give you. There's like, I don't know what it is now. It's something like 10 or 15, 16 topics. For an example here, let's say there's 5 or 6 topics. I just listed some possible topics right here. Pharm, cardio, GI, ID, neuro, and heme. List out the topics that you need to cover or that are going to be included in your test. And then rank those topics in how good you feel about them, all right? So if you feel like you're an all-star in pharmacology, but you don't know anything about hematology, you put pharm first and heme last, all right? So you rank the subjects that, because you're gonna be better prepared for some than others even before studying, right? That's just how it goes. Then once you have them ranked, we already have our number of study sessions that we just calculated, right? We've got 75 study sessions to distribute among these things, right? These different topics. So you're gonna then say, okay, I'm going to assign the most number of study sessions to the topics that I feel least prepared for. All right. So again, if I was to distribute 75 sessions over 6, let's say, I did like 20 sessions for heme and then 5 for pharm, mix up in between, so that by the end of executing this plan, you will have studied most for the topics that you are least prepared for. Right? This is the idea that, you're not going to be the same prepared for each topic, right? So you give your numbers, you say, okay, these are the different numbers of sessions. You got 5 pharm, 5 cardio, 20 neuro, etc., that you then put back onto your calendar, right? So we made this nice, pretty calendar where we've put in our rest days, we put in our practice tests. Now, write down or type into your Google Calendar or whatever which sessions, let's say you have 3 sessions a day, which sessions on which days are going to be for each subject. Distribute all of your 75 study sessions on your calendar, right? You can do whole days in a row on a single topic if you think that works best for you, or you can do kind of an approach where you just intermingle the different topics, right? That kind of depends on you. I don't think it necessarily makes a difference either way, but so be you, modify it for what makes sense to you. If you want to have a group of days on one session or one topic, then do it like that and do it for all of those. But so what we've done now is we've quantified the number of sessions that we have to study. We've made a calendar, right? And we've assigned a number of sessions to each of the topics that correlates with how much we need to study for each topic. All right, this is simple stuff. We're just studying more for the things that we're worst at, right? So then you write down on your calendar which sessions are for which day. This way you have something to follow.